And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
You know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Carr. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Jack Doyle. Incomplete. LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Broken tackle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this Trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
It is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jones. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and got the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going up top for Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And the Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world to the challenge.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
5-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, McDonald. And the pressure gets to him again. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action with McDonald. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Operating from the gun. McDonald looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Once again, it's Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And the Colts first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, McDonald. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Las Vegas, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for the Colts, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.